Now, speaking of the pool of talent, I think it's time that we take a look at what happened in the youth sport, because it was a bit of a historic week for Sax. Now, when they lifted the trophy of a competition for the very first time in 23 years outright, since they won it in 1989 and shared it in 1990 with Westville. Now, they played hosts in this competition, and they were simply outstanding in the execution. They played against Weinberg in the quarterfinals with relative ease. They could do that pretty well. And then defending champs Grey PE gave them quite some stiff competition. As they played against them in the final there.
Indeed. No, I mean, they did absolutely well. But now from water polo to cricket. So let's have a look at the Cape Schools Cricket Week that recently wrapped up in Cape Town.
The 47th annual Cape Schools Cricket Week came to a close this week. 10 of the best cricket schools from the Eastern and the Western Cape duked it out in the lush southern suburbs of Cape Town in a festival of declaration and one-day cricket action.
It was a very pleasant experience. Obviously, we lost a bit of cricket due to the extreme rain that we've had in the Western Cape. But the boys, coming from a small town like Graaff-Reinet, thoroughly enjoyed it. Visited the malls, played some action cricket, did a lot of things they don't get to do in Graaff-Reinet. So, yeah, and a lot of fun was had by all.
Well, our experience here with the weather, it's been tough. We always come prepared. But with the conditions in Cape Town, with the pitches being slow and a bit soft, it plays different from our pitches back in the Eastern Cape. So our batsmen always struggle against spin most of the time.
It's been quite difficult because conditions have been tough. The pitches aren't the same as they are back home, and yeah, couldn't settle in properly.
I think Cape Schools cricket is probably the best cricket week for schoolboys at the highest level. You're playing against very competitive school sides with a long history and tradition of cricket, and the boys know better to show their skills at a week of this nature.
The pick of the bowlers had to be Dylan Matthews of Wynberg Boys High. He took 10 wickets in just 2 matches against Selborne and Dale College respectively, and finished with a very impressive average of 4.4.
In this cricket week, yeah, I think I did do well, but it comes to the hard work. The facilities here are great, and the coaches are also great. They help me a lot, like stay focused and to stick to what I do best. The more you practice, the better you get. The Cape Schools Cricket Week is good. It's good competition. So yeah, I think it should continue. I would like to follow in the steps of Jacques Callis and become a Protea.
Dylan's come on well. In fact, he went on tour to Cape Schools Week last year in Graaff-Reinet as a grade 9. We took him with, and the first game was against Queens, and he got 6 wickets. And he actually, on this tour, cemented his place. He played as a grade 9 in the first side last year, and he was a leading wicket taker, so he took more wickets last year than any of our other first-team players. I think, yeah, he's got a bright future ahead, but the most important thing about him, I think, is how passionate he is about the game.
Sax proved tops with an impressive batting lineup that notched up 641 runs in 3 innings. The pick of their batsman, as well as the batsman of the tournament, was Keegan Wheeler, who contributed 207 runs at an average of 103.5 with the bat.
So we have been satisfied with our performance at the Cricket Week so far. Hopefully get another win today and make it 3 out of 3. I think everyone's put in their own effort, and yeah, the contributions have been good. I think we structured our innings well. Like we just knocked it around for the first couple, and when we got to say 40 overs, we started attacking the bowlers a bit. Yeah, picked our gaps well.
Remember these young men's names, as former Proteas Justin Kemp, Alan Dawson and Pat Simcox also graduated from this illustrious festival.
Expresso Youth Sport, brought to you by Deep Heat, warms pain away.